everybody. Welcome to our Monday night team call. Kelsey and Jen here. I am so excited to be doing this call with my coach. A lot of times you guys don't get to see Jen if you don't hop on our Thursday night upline team calls. So I'm excited to have her input. Jen and I were just chatting about how this call is super important to those of you who want to build a business in any capacity with Beachbody. So whether you want to do this on the side, if this is supplemental income, if this is you're working toward it being your full-time thing, if you're watching this video, that is probably you. So pay attention and take notes because we're here to help you and we want you to be successful. This team knows that success does not play favorites. And if you want success in this business, you have to work. So Jen and I both have experience in what we're going to talk to you about tonight, which is moving your business forward and hitting Emerald ASAP. Like you could do it tonight. You could do it in an hour after you watch this video. It's just, are you going to take the initiative and make the moves that you need to do that? So Jen and I both, and I'll let her share a little bit about how she went about hitting Emerald, but she and I both hit Emerald right away in our business. We were both success starters in our businesses, and that is huge. If you're not sure what success starter means, it means that we hit Success Club 5 or higher our first 3 months consecutively as coaches. From the day you sign up your first 3 months and you earn a free ticket to Summit. Hitting Emerald means that you have 2 coaches on your team, 1 on each leg, 1 on your left, and 1 on your right. So we both were able to do that. For me, that was not even anyone I was related to. I didn't have a boyfriend at the time, I don't think, and or a spouse or whatever. And my parents were not into it at the time, so I was like, okay, here we go, by myself. And it was one of my girlfriends from college, and I think one of the people that we go to church with was he was my other coach at the beginning. Side note, those 2 people no longer part of my team, but they were, and that happens, people. They were my first 2, my left and my right coach. Jen, who were yours?
Well, I actually have to go back. I was not a Success Club starter. Oh. I did have it, but the girl purchased my last month. It was like the last day of the month. My friend Carol, she purchased her things separately and was so frustrated that she was like, I just don't want anything. And I was like, oh, so I just missed out. But I still went to Summit that year. I had already bought my ticket regardless. But my first 2 coaches, I believe, were my older brother, Mark, who is still a discount coach. And he's actually one of my Emerald coaches on one of my legs. And my friend Karen, right? Because I think she's on your side because Mark's on the other side. And she also is still a discount coach. So
perfect. So in both of our cases, it was people that we knew. Now that it doesn't always have to be the case. Sometimes if you have a large social media following or what have you, it could be people that you just meet. But point being, that was important to Jen and I right away because once you hit Emerald, you really unlock your business center. If you're not Emerald, you can still make money as a coach, but it's all commission, like straight commission, all sales, 25% commission on everything that you do, which is great, but it can be exhausting. Like if you want to be in sales, that's awesome. But most of us aren't sales people. We don't like the chase of a sale, if that makes sense. We're in the helping people business. So we want to grow our teams, help more people, supplement our income that way. So when you become Emerald, you unlock your business center and you can start earning what's called Team Cycle Bonus. If you don't know what that is, you need to go in your online office and you need to go in the trainings tab and you need to watch the goofy video with Michael Neiman and his little action figures and learn about Team Cycle Bonus. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, soon you will. So go watch that video multiple times because it can be a little much to take in. Anyway, you need to hit Emerald in order to advance your business. And Jen made a really great point that I want you to share about about why hitting Emerald at the beginning of your business is so crucial to the future of your business.
Yeah. So when Kelsey and I were talking before the call, it triggered, and I can look up the quote and, put it in our page later, but we've been on multiple, team calls and trainings where they talk about, if you're not successful within the first, I want to say it's like 30 or 60 days of starting something new, whether it be a business or even a new hobby that you're picking up, if you don't see success right away, you are least likely to continue in doing that. And so I know for Kelsey and I, it was hitting Emerald right away, because that's where you start to see a little bit more success and a little more income. Because let's be honest, we're in this business to help people, but we also need to earn a paycheck. So if you hit Emerald within that first, 30 days, you are more likely to continue doing this business because you're more successful. And I think that's one thing I said to Kelsey. I have bad months here and there, and I have bad stretches, but because I already set up in that Emerald platform, I'm seeing success every week, even if I'm having a rough one, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Because you guys, when you watch the video on Team Cycle Bonus, you'll understand, but as your team grows, you accrue volume. And as your volume banks on your left and right legs, once it hits a 200 to 100 ratio on either side, Beachbody gives you a bonus, like automatic in your bank account, in your check. It doesn't come or take away from anybody else on your team. Beachbody gives that to you because once you're Emerald, Beachbody sees you as a mentor, as a leader, as somebody who's growing a team. They want to reward you for that. So I watched another video by Melanie Mitro, and if you've never heard of her, she was a top coach for 4 years, 5 years?
4 straight years, I believe.
Very long time, very successful, and she is very organized, has a lot of systems, which is great. So I like to learn from her. And I didn't know this. I mean, I knew it existed, but I didn't know the numbers. As an Emerald coach, your bonus number, Team Cycle bonus number, is $14. You max out every week at $250 with that bonus. I knew there was a max, but I didn't know what it was. That's not like forever. That's just every week. So 250 times 4 is $1,000. So that's your max just in bonus money. You guys, there's no cap for your commissions. But for bonus money, that's huge. Even if you aren't making any sales, but you are having a team who is seeing success and building, just like Jen said, there may be weeks where you don't see success in, helping new challengers or recruiting new coaches. But if your team is seeing success, it's benefiting you as a leader. If you're helping them succeed, mentoring them, it benefits you. That's huge. That can't happen until you're an Emerald coach.
And I know that we have some of our coaches on our teams where you only have one coach under you, which is fantastic, but you're losing all of that team volume that Kelsey is talking about, because it just, once you become Emerald, that volume stays with you and you'll cycle out as you hit the right numbers. But when you only have one person, all of that volume just kind of goes out into the abyss. So you're kind of losing money, if you want to think of it that way. That might put a little fire in your step.
Yeah, it's like if you think of like a dam with a river, if you only have one log stopping one side, the water is still passing you by on the other side. You got to have both doors shut in order to stop that water from passing. And that's that income is going right by you until you get another coach on that side and kind of shut that lock and dam. So if that makes sense, you have to have one on each side. They've got to be active. That just came to me. So.
That was great.
Well, thank you.
Like, wow, look at her go.
I didn't rehearse that.
And I'm like, you're losing all of it. You look at the water. Great.
I grew up near a river, so I don't know if that helps. So before we lose you guys, or you turn this recording off, you're probably thinking like, okay, what the heck? So I get it. I have to hit Emerald. How do I do that? How do I find 2 people? Where are these 2 people going to magically come from? Like, how do I get them to sign up? This is the tried and true thing that I have heard almost every single coach that is successful in this business has said. It is going to be 2 people close to you. 2 people that are going to support you. 2 people that if you said, hey, I'm starting this, I'm going to do something amazing, I want you to back me up, those people would do it. The people that if you were broken down on the side of the road and lived 3 hours away, they would still drive to help you. Those are your people. For a lot of people, it's your family members. Doesn't have to be. It was not for me. It was for Jen, for one side. Wasn't for me. So again, mine were two of my friends. For a lot of people, if you have a spouse, when you sign up as a coach, you want it to be your spouse. More on that later. It is beneficial for you because you probably share a bank account. More on that later. Another video. But your spouse and someone else close to you. Friend, college roommate, current roommate, mom, sister-in-law, whoever. Someone that will support you. Okay? If they live in the same household as you. I heard this tip and I thought, oh, genius. Because my husband is a coach. He's not at the, well, now he is because of whatever. He's a coach on my team. And when we signed him up, it was with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology because he needed Shakeology anyway. We were not living in the same household. He was going to use Beachbody On Demand. He doesn't use Beachbody On Demand anymore, and he just uses my account, which is fine. But genius, if you live in the same household and you're going to sign up your spouse, sign them up with the 3-day refresh and Shakeology challenge pack. Doesn't have to have Beachbody On Demand. They still get their coach fee waived. You get the 3-day refresh to try, and you can get a different flavor of Shakeology. You can get packets. You can get whatever you want. But that is a challenge pack also. So you don't have to have 2 BOD accounts.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Jen, can you think of any other ways to sign up as a coach with a challenge pack that don't include BOD?
Well, the Ultimate Portion Fix, right? Isn't that, yes. You could get that. I mean, you access it through BOD, but you don't have to have it. You could get
the Portion Fix and Shakeology. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And I will say, and this may come down the road, you guys, but I actually manipulate my mom's account. She's also a discount coach. She likes the products, but I only have under my own account, my Shakeology. Every month that goes through. But everything else that I want to order, I do under her account. So not only do I get the discount because she's a coach, but I get that volume. So there are ways that you can make it work if you have a significant other that you're like, hey, we don't want to pay, or we feel. Kelsey and I can help you figure out ways that not manipulate the system, but ways that will work for you so that you're actually helping yourself out and growing your business.
Absolutely. And like I said, for a lot of people, if you're already thinking, man, I'm committing $160 to my business and now I got to commit another $150, $160, that's a lot. You're right. It is. But I'm going to come back to, if you really want to make this work as a coach, if you want to really make this work as a business, this is an investment. You guys, it's a tax write-off, so who cares? Like, it's worth it in the end. It is. Short-term loss, long-term gain. Okay? Now, if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to burden my family, whatever, then find 2 of your friends that you know would benefit from this and say, hey, do you want to give this a shot for a month? Because I would love the support as I'm trying to be accountable and I'm trying to get going, and I would love you guys to do this with me. And, you'll give them a little gift. Send them a tank top. Send them a sweatband or a water bottle or whatever. Give them a little something, right, as a thank you. Send them a handwritten thank you note, but you got to have those 2 people. You guys, you can think of 2 people. You can think of 2 people right now. Certainly you can. And boom, boom, emerald, done. You could be emerald in an hour. The first hour of your business, you could be emerald. And that's huge. Jen and I were talking about, even if you've been a coach for a while, let's say you've been a coach for 6 months, let's say you've been a coach for 1.5 years or 2 years or however long. And you're like, oh, I didn't see success in the first 60 days, so now I'm a failure. Wrong. Just decide. Tomorrow is my day 1. I am hitting emerald tomorrow. Just decide. You guys, it's a choice. You know 2 people. You know who those 2 people are. You just have to breathe a little bit of belief into yourself and exhale that belief into them. That's all you're asking. That's it. And they're going to help you succeed.
And I have to go back and tell myself, I'm not putting a burden on anybody by offering this opportunity to them, because it's not a burden for me. And it wasn't when my coach Abby reached out to me about starting, P90X3. I see what this business side has done, and also the health and wellness side, but it is such a blessing and it's a gift that we can offer people. So if you kind of switch your mindset that way and think, I know it's $16 a month for, well, actually new coaches, you don't even pay that within the first 30 days. So it's just that, challenge pack, starting them. This is a beautiful gift that you're giving them to change their life. And then think about in the long term when they decide to stick with this business because they had success within the first 30 days. Like, things are going to change. But you really have to just believe in yourself, and you have to, like Kelsey said, those 2 people. I would identify 10 people and I would send out those 10 messages, because hopefully 1 or 2 of them will reply back with a heck yeah, this sounds like an amazing opportunity. I want to support you. Sign me up, coach.
Absolutely. And you guys, don't underestimate the fact that you are a part of what they get. They get you.
Yeah.
They get you as a coach. That is priceless, and they get you for free, might I add. So, hello, they have your full support. And remember, especially if you're on Team Wonderfully Made, we have our FIT 2019 challenge group that is open to everyone to invite to at all times. You guys know you can branch off, break off, run your own thing at any time. But I think that we like having something to invite to. That is important. If it's your spouse and they don't care and they're like, yeah, whatever, sign me up, or significant other, whoever that person is, great. If they don't want to be in our challenge group, fine. My husband is not in our challenge group. So whatever. But they might really need that. They might really need that accountability. They might need that community. You don't know unless you ask them. Maybe they don't really need workouts, but you know what? They want that accountability, so they want to get in your group. How do they get in? They have to get a challenge pack? Okay. Guys, and when you break it down, $160, it's not that bad. My husband's gym membership at the YMCA is $75 a month, people. Yep. And he doesn't have an accountability group. He doesn't have Shakeology. He doesn't have a million workouts or trainers. No. He plays basketball at the gym. So that being said, Emerald is important. You can hit it. Your business can succeed. But you have to get out of your head that it's so hard. It's not hard. You're making it hard. Okay? And we love you. We've been there. But you're making it too hard. If you want to succeed in this business, you got to quit crying and you got to make sacrifices now so you can be successful. I mean, that's it.
And I liked what did you say earlier about short losses?
Short-term
loss, long-term gain.
Loss, long-term gain. Yeah.
Like that. That's true.
For sure. You guys, once you see that momentum, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I just do it at the beginning? Tomorrow is your day 1, or whenever you're watching this, today is your day 1, and you can do it. We want you to be successful. We want you to grow a team. We don't want you to stay in this, woe is me, no one likes me, no one wants to join my team. Allow yourself to see some success. You are worth it, and we want to help you get there. So one thing that's on my to-do list for tomorrow is to make this super easy for you guys. And I'm going to make a very short step-by-step how to sign someone up as a coach. It's going to be very easy. It's going to have the basic steps that you need. How do you share a cart? Yada, yada. Okay? And that way you can use that. And if somebody that you sign up wants to know how to sign up a coach, just say, hey, if you ever have anybody that wants to join you, you can use this form. And it will tell you exactly what to do. And now you've helped someone else help someone else, which is what it's all about. So hopefully that'll be helpful. But that's all I have. Jen, anything else?
No, I just want to reiterate what Kelsey said, that we do believe in you and we do love you guys. You guys, I'm going to be honest. Some weeks I stay afloat because of you and because of the hard work Kelsey is doing. I don't do much to encourage Kelsey. She's amazing, but because of you guys, my business is still staying afloat and still growing. And so I'm so grateful that I put in that hard work years ago, because it's helping me now when I'm being lazy and exhausted and whatever, So I know it's hard right now. You're probably like, oh, it's so much work. It is a lot of work, but it is worth it in those times where you just don't have the energy to put into it, and it's still there for you because you were so successful in the beginning. So, and we're here anytime you need anything. Kelsey is a phenomenal, you were learning so much from her. I really feel like we should be flip-flop. Like she should be the coach and I should be the peon. But you're in good hands with her. But anytime you guys need anything, you can reach out to me as well. And I'll give you a swift little kick in the pants if you need it.
No, that's for sure. And that's, you guys, that's one thing I love about our team is that we are very versatile and we all bring something different to the table. And this was brought to my attention. I'm going to share this with you guys, and I don't think I've shared it with anyone, and probably not even Jen. So this is a small story. I have this innate need to please everyone, and everyone needs to like me. So I have a huge problem when someone doesn't like me. Huge problem. If I find that out, I'm like, what did I do? And I overanalyze every situation. Yeah. So a lot of times I feel like that with my coaches. I'm like, oh, I don't want to push anyone too hard because I don't want them to not like me. And then my friend Britt, some of you guys know or have met her. She's a coach. She lives in Anaheim, California. And she told me the other day, we were video chatting on Instagram. She said, Kelsey, what if you treated your soccer team like you treat your team of coaches? And you were just like, everyone go out there and try and like have a great time and everyone will get playing time. And if you're not that good, whatever. She's like, you wouldn't have undefeated teams. You wouldn't have teams that win championships. You wouldn't have success because you wouldn't push them. You wouldn't force them to get better. You wouldn't push them out of their comfort zone and make them do things that they don't want to do. You would just let everybody coast at their level and they would never get any better. She said, you need to treat your Beachbody team of coaches how you treat your soccer team of girls. Because, and I have this picture, this team was undefeated this year. There's me right there. This team was undefeated, never lost a single game, won the championship game 7-0 because I freaking pushed them. And if I don't push you guys, then you're going to continue to just stay at the same level. But if you want to see success and we want our teams to see success, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone and I'm going to have to push you a little bit. And if hitting Emerald is pushing you, then that's what you need. So just ending with that. Get out of your comfort zone, people, because I'm coming at you.
We need to drop.
All right, you guys. Thanks for jumping on. Like Jen said, if you have any questions, let us know, and we will talk to you soon.